John Hartson in this studio, August the 11th. Celtic had a really bad start to the season. They lost to Hearts, as we know, at the beginning. Then they went out to Michelin in Europe. And then they had a good result, very good result, 6 against Dundee. So you were asked, we asked you the next night, what about Celtic this season and any prospect of winning the title? Because everyone thought it would be Rangers. 25 points last year. What was going to happen? This was August. This was John Hartson's reply.
To go and win the league this year at Celtic, it would be the biggest sort of league win, I think, of all time. You know, when you think of where Celtic have had to come from, you know, changing the manager. He's come in, no director of football, no head of recruitment. He's almost picking the players himself, so we're led to believe. And he's almost had to build a new team, right from the goalkeeper all the way up to a centre forward. So, listen, it can be done. I think there's more. There's a bit more investment going to come into Celtic. I think that they're going to bring in another 3, 4, possibly 5 players before now and the end of August, and they're going to be even stronger again. So, you know, I said at the start of the season it was Rangers' title to lose. I still believe that on the strength of how well they did last season. But, you know, things can change very, very quickly in football, as we know.
I think it was more hopeful. Nobody had heard of Ange Postecoglou. They're lying if they said that they had. Yes, there maybe 1 or 2 had. Yeah. But in general, nobody had heard. The appointment never really got people buzzing, you know, out of their chairs at home. We were all waiting in anticipation to see how this, you know, former Australian national coach and somebody who'd coached in the J-League will do. And it was more hopeful. How close can we get to Rangers? How can we compete? You look at it, we lost Ayer as well, probably one of our best defenders that we had. Lost the captain. Peter Lowell had said he was going to resign. So in terms of the achievement of coming back from that, now I know there's been others. Listen, and the Rangers fans will say, last season, unbelievable season. Rangers never lost a game.
Yeah, sure.
Steven Gerrard stopping the potential 10 in a row, which hasn't been done before. You could argue that is another fantastic effort. But Rangers are decent players. They are decent players, you know, and they added a couple as well to that. The likes of Kent came in, 1 or 2 other Goldson who come from Brighton in the Premier League. But when you think where Celtic had come from, they hardly had a player. The only players that they had were the likes of McGregor, the likes of Rogic. Rogic was out of form, not in touch in terms of, you know, not in terms of putting in the performances he had done previously.
Forrest was injured.
But when you have to build a team like from scratch and get it absolutely spot on, because if 3 or 4 of them players that came in that Celtic had bought hadn't have done it, then the manager cops it. If you, the recruitment officer or your recruitment at a football club is the biggest thing you have to get right. You have to sign the right players. And when you sign for Rangers or Celtic, Paul, you've got to be the right fit. You've got to have the right mentality to go and play in front of those, you know, them fans every single week. You know, that the expectations are massive.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.